Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to more Zero Hour. Welcome back to another Pro 1v1 match. Today here we are with yet another GLA mirror. Today we've got ExCaL against SiZe on Farmlands of the Fallen. Really epic map. Gigantic map actually, with lots of supplies and lots of oils. And yes, you heard it right, we've got another GLA mirror. We have the mighty big SiZe down in the bottom left with the orange GLA stealth. I will be able to zoom in. Promise. And over on the top right hand side we have the mighty ExCaL. This is a personal money challenge between them both. Not quite sure how much the bet was. Probably imagine close to $25, knowing that ExCaL doesn't like to bet, whereas SiZe is a big money gambler, as we know from his battles against Fargo. But yeah, we've got ExCaL with the purple color, and he is playing with the GLA vanilla, I believe. From what I saw, I think this was streamed live a few days ago, 13th of March. This game is from. This is the first game of the Money Challenge, and I think ExCaL chose this particular matchup. Besides that, I didn't really see, or I haven't seen any of the other games. But what people are saying is when SiZe is playing for money, then he suddenly shifts into another gear. So I'm expecting to see some high-level games here from SiZe. Of course, ExCaL always performing super strong, so I'm expecting a fierce battle here today. And usually, as I always say, the first game in a challenge or in a tournament or a money bet or whatever, I think sets the precedent. It's like a part of the mental aspect. I think if you focus hard on game number one and you then proceed to lose, you do think, hang on a minute, is this player going to beat me today or whatever? So yeah, first game always very important. Technicals running around from ExCaL as you would expect. ExCal's gone for his typical 3 supplies, which he pretty much always does, but SiZe has gone for more of an oil grab. And actually very smart from SiZe. If you watch SiZe play, he is extremely smart. He anticipated what was going on here. He saw this worker building a tunnel from ExCaL, knew he was building this, and there would be a fight over this building. He let ExCaL take that, but because he was making a toxin tractor behind it, ExCaL took it, he cleared it out, and then he won that engagement and cleared a load of ground. So straight away, ExCal's lost the middle ground here. He is sending a toxin tractor of his own here to the middle, but big SiZe has got his quads already out. ExCal's still running around with technicals. Very good ExCaL at killing the workers early on. He'll rush out that war factory very quick and make sure he's going across the map, killing all your workers. And he's denied the oil there that SiZe has gone for. SiZe is going for the other oil. Now, if that technical really is quick, maybe it can stop that. Probably not. If it's just a couple of seconds ahead, probably would have been able to stop it. It is very close, actually. He even kills the rebel eventually, but the oil has already been captured. Just literally needed 2 more seconds, and he would have been able to kill it. SiZe is taking over this corner spot. That's one thing I noticed about ExCal's playstyle is on this map, he will do those 3 supplies as GLA, and then he'll creep around the edges. Because around the edges is these key buildings, obviously your oils, and obviously these supplies, so that's one thing I noticed about ExCaL. Very good at grabbing these buildings early on, and particularly this side, I think. And even here now, he's going to probably kick SiZe off this one. Is SiZe going to finish that tunnel there or not? SiZe now on 2 oils. ExCaL on 1 so far. Toxin tractor there for SiZe does go down. SiZe does a massive quad pop here on this little windmill. The RPG inside of there, man, he is going to get completely wrecked. And does. But the problem is now is that ExCaL pushes that area. SiZe needs to heal this in order to fortify it. That's a bad attack there from ExCaL. Ooh, that's basically 5 quads killed for free there, which probably negates all of them workers that ExCal's been killing the whole time. ExCaL is on 2 arms dealers. SiZe only on the 1. SiZe not expanded to his 3rd though. Actually, he's on this 3rd instead, on the middle, because he's taking advantage of that dominant position there he had in the middle ever since using that toxin tractor. So I think kind of even. SiZe is way ahead in terms of XP, but that's probably because of all them quad kills pretty much alone. SiZe's oil now in danger. Again, ExCaL just creeping around the edges, you see? So much so that he's now putting on pressure on this oil. SiZe now seen the scorpions. Those scorpions are going to cause all kinds of problems there for SiZe now. SiZe needs to get a palace fast. Oh, 2nd arms dealer. I mean, if SiZe goes on to lose this game, that could be a deciding factor, because when you're against Scorpions now, you're deciding to drop down another arms dealer. That's going to be quads against Scorps, more quads against more Scorps. I think maybe more tunnels and a faster palace right now would be decent for size. Interesting dynamic going on here. Is that rebel going to get it? No way. Can you imagine in real life a tank with a rocket on it, by the way? A tank with a rocket on it shoots the rocket first, which damages the infantry but doesn't kill him, and then a load of tank shells continue to bombard down on him, and he still survives and captures the building. What a hero. If there's a medal to be given, that rebel there probably should be getting it, whether it's a Medal of Honor or the Medal of Liberation, whatever GLA wants to give. That is the rebel to deserve it. Technical around the back. Ooh, that's nice. Force firing over there is really, really decent. That technical probably will survive. Again, can you imagine a pickup truck in real life taking a rocket to the side of the face and still continuing? Can you imagine it firing that quick, actually? Firing a grenade launcher or whatever it is. SiZe lost 1 oil. He's now dropping down a palace. Third arms dealer is being placed down by SiZe. SiZe's map control here is decent. Controls all in the middle. I think he should expand to that. If he expands to that, then the supplies are actually even. But the map control probably in SiZe's favor. But ExCaL again having the corners and therefore these buildings and protecting his oil, whereas SiZe is focused more so on the mid. He tried to build that tunnel, but obviously has gone down. ExCaL has the refinery. SiZe has the refinery. You know, it annoys me when people don't get the refinery. But yeah, SiZe not expanding there despite floating 7k. That's a big mistake, because if he goes on to lose this area later on and he's not mined that out, then that's obviously huge mistake. SiZe holding his position with the help of that little building. Interestingly then, so that oil there has got that building next to it, so it's much easier to secure, because once you've got a tunnel right next to it like that, that's like a really solid position. And same with that one there, that's a really solid position as well. So that one there is more vulnerable, and that one there more vulnerable as well. Maybe that's why ExCaL goes for that one. I've seen him probably go for that one more often than not. Yeah, I kind of knew that, but you have to take a second sometimes to think a little bit more about the map. Of course, you know that's there, but if you take time, actually, that's the vulnerable one. And that's the vulnerable one there as well. ExCaL has a load of Scorpions. SiZe has got a load of quads. Now transitioning into the buggies. SiZe dropping down 2 markets, 3 markets. ExCaL dropping down 1. But yeah, these quads are going to stand no chance against them Scorps. You want to back off from that. 1 quad there does go down. Not sure quite what that quad is doing. Only recently popped. Maybe he was trying to get a worker, or... yeah, I don't know. SiZe still not expanded to this. I always think money's better in your bank faster. They always say like $100 to you now is worth more than it will be in like 5 years. Same applies in 0 money earlier on. It is worth... you see, he's building it now as he's probably about to lose this position. ExCal's going to continue pushing that area, actually. SiZe is bringing in his own buggies. He's got the buggy ammo upgrade faster than ExCaL. ExCaL does not even have worker shoes or the buggy ammo upgrade. Does have some markets finished though. ExCaL now bringing all of his buggies, and there are a fair few buggies on the map now. This is where the buggy war starts. ExCaL loses 1 tunnel there at the front. Yeah, if you look at the map, ExCaL does have a lot. It'd be interesting to do like a square inch comparison. Who has the most ground? I think it's fairly even, isn't it? Because ExCaL has this like kind of round side. I think ExCaL is economically ahead because he has 2 oils versus SiZe only 1, isn't it? ExCal's got a stinger there as well, so can't see a TNT happening there anytime soon. Bunch of buggies get attacked there. 1 gone down, 1 injured. SiZe could easily run onto a demo trap. Something you don't see a hell of a lot from the normal regular GLAs. Usually see it as demo. SiZe going to lose an engagement there, I think. Yeah, ExCaL's buggies all fired quicker. So SiZe did lose that engagement. ExCaL's also faster with the Scud Storm up and building a CC. SiZe is actually closest to level 3. SiZe building a Scud there as well. So I was going to collect on 3 workers there, 4 workers there, got a decent amount there, decent amount there. I think overall there's been very little or maybe no mistakes in this whole game. Maybe apart from SiZe, just needed to expand there a little bit quicker. But he was ahead in terms of the upgrades and stuff, so getting workers' shoes quicker. Yeah, SiZe, he needs to think about targeting the oils, I think, because that's the only department he's behind in, I would say, is an oil. The question is, how are you going to kill it? With that many tunnels and stinger around it, how are you going to do it? DoMiNaToR snipes a Buggy. So SiZe realizing actually it's going to take ExCaL a while to push through stealth tunnels there. So actually SiZe instead is going to use his buggies in a place where he can use them. He's actually got a hijacker here too. And all of these scorpions surely are going to go down without killing pretty much anything. SiZe still ahead in terms of XP. Quite a few scorpions went down there. What was it, like 3 or 4? SiZe might lose a Buggy here to the RPGs. I don't know if you saw them necessarily. SiZe should be able to win the Buggy Wars because he's got stealth tunnels, whereas ExCaL does not have the stealth tunnels. SiZe now bringing in a couple of quads. ExCaL with 2 Scuds now, SiZe with 1. ExCaL could lose 2 markets here, actually. That's going to be a big loss as a battle bus, actually, now from ExCaL. I think that's going to go down. Only killed 1 Buggy for that battle bus. Not worth it there for ExCaL. We'll push SiZe back and delay him a little bit. But ultimately, all of those scorpions surely are going to get cleared up. SiZe has all the upgrades except the junk repair. Ooh. Imagine if SiZe had popped that 1 second earlier. I know it probably would have been impossible. You wouldn't have seen that until the last second. But that could have got every single Buggy there for ExCaL. That was a possibility at least. SiZe is playing on fire. He is doing very, very well. As I say that, though, he does leave a load of Buggies to die to scorpions. Maybe I jinxed it or something. Okay, 2 Scuds each. 3 Scuds now for SiZe. You can see him pop up there at the top right-hand side of the screen. And SiZe, rather than actually take out these markets down at the bottom right, is actually clearing more map control first. ExCaL floating 12k. Another Scud being placed down for ExCaL. Okay, this little building gets cleared. ExCaL's still pushing back SiZe, but you notice the progress here is very slow because these tunnels have to be revealed. SiZe now pops a bunch of quads. Interesting, he's still got a bunch of quads. Has he been still producing them, or are they the same ones he's been preserving the whole time? He is managing to pick off a few Buggies, I think. 1 Buggy went down so far. There's a second. All of these workers are going to get killed and give cash bounty money here to SiZe. SiZe still leading in terms of XP, but only by a little bit. SiZe now focusing here on the markets. If he can kill these 2, that's a big blow there to ExCaL, really. But SiZe, how many markets does he have himself? Look at ExCaL, man. These workers are literally... They've been ordered, get the supplies at all costs. Even if it means collecting alongside other workers. Like, oh, hello. Don't mind me. we can't attack each other anyway. We can only clear mines together. Except now DoMiNaToR's here. Sorry about that. You're now all going to get shot in the face by a massive sniper rifle. Do apologize. But ExCaL's oil is at risk of going down. But I do think ExCaL's economy still might be better. Oh, maybe not, actually. There's only 3 markets I can see. It's interesting, isn't it? They've both poured so much money into units. Actually, their market count isn't really that high. They've poured it more into super weapons, which is actually a trend I'm seeing. On these big maps where there's quite a lot of money, a lot of players, like Boyka, seeing SiZe do it quite a few times, are pouring most of their money into units and scuds and less so on the markets. And I'm thinking maybe that is the sweet spot. Because you're getting money from the fights anyway, from the bounty money. And the scuds can do big damage. And then you kind of put in pressure on your opponent. But here, there's so many units going down now for SiZe. We've got one Scud launched now from ExCaL, and it's actually this one. We'll see where this bad boy's going to hit. It's going to hit all the way over here on top of the production of big SiZe. Two of the war factories are going to get targeted. One goes down. But it won't be able to produce anything for a while because the toxin radiation is going to be there. And I think ExCal's just killed a load of units. So SiZe is quite in trouble, I would say. He is trying to hold on with what units he's got. And see this now. He's been losing all of them workers there. But remember it before. He had 6k like 10 minutes ago. Maybe even more than 10 minutes ago. And that could have been collected for ages. But now, I said at the time, if he goes on to lose his position later on and he's not collected, that's a mistake. That is definitely a mistake. Because just think how much better off he'd be. What's that? 3.7, 3.7. Call it 8k. Add that. It's about 10k. It's about 10k or 10.5k. Something like that. Only one quad pops. Did I hear another Scud fight? Yeah, there we go. Pro commentating, baby. Just look at a draw. ExCaL really did want to kill that Scud though, but it's kind of messed up a bit. Yeah, not that many markets. Where's that going to hit? Oil. Okay. Oil, and it'll get the bounty money from the Stinger and the tunnel kill. But ExCaL has a lot of units here, and is SiZe going to be able to hold this in time to save that Scud? I don't think he's going to save the Scud. Nah. This one's pretty injured as well. I heard another Scud fired in. Was that SiZe's? Yeah, there we go. On the palace. Getting the bounty money for that as well, remember? Maybe that's worth selling now. You might be able to save it. Nah, that's gone. That's the strong one, yeah. It's the good one to target. Might be able to save it past to the whole... Oh, yeah, you do. Okay, that's good. As long as he can protect that. Here comes another Scud now. Where's that one? It's this one. We gotta find the rockets. Boom, baby. Boom, boom, boom. That's ExCal's base. I took out a market, I believe, was the main thing, and the palace was still on the hole. I think that's been killed now. 3 Scuds against 2. ExCal's got 2 markets. 3 markets. And rebuilding his palace. SiZe has got 3, 4, 5 markets and already got a palace. And he's going to have 3 Scuds soon. So are we right in saying SiZe is ahead here? It's interesting, isn't it? Like, normally a GLA mirror at this point in the game, everyone's got 25 markets at least. Everyone's got 4 war factories, massive spams happening, sneak attacks, massive battles everywhere, angry mobs. Maybe that's the stage we'd be at on Tournament Desert. But actually, what I'm seeing more of now is people focusing more on super weapons and therefore having less markets reliant on the bounty money. More so. Maybe that is the sweet spot. Maybe. Oh, no! Oh, what? What did I just see? What did I just see? Oh, did I hear another Scud fire? Yeah, I did. ExCaL, there we go. How did them buggies survive that, man? If he'd have stopped, or if he'd have gone a tiny bit slower, all of them buggies, or 80% of them would have died. But just because he just sped over them, sped over it. Ooh. I don't know which is a better attack there. He is gonna, how much stuff did ExCaL lose there? He lost at least 2 or 3 units, I think. Probably you could say worth it for the Scud kill. He's still got a bunch of buggies, so he can still hold. But SiZe is now pushing with these buggies. He's got this red, well, a few... Yeah, that's the red firing one, but a super strong damage. But it's interesting. It's come down to this. It's bringing quads now as well. It's basically, we're looking at all the units there you can see are basically all the units we've got. We've got a few more there from SiZe, actually, just a few workers and stuff. SiZe's going to try and take out the refinery. But yeah, we're literally down to pretty bang even in terms of units and stuff. SiZe does have a stealth Scud. Could make it a little bit harder to kill. ExCaL does pop all of his stuff here. I don't know if SiZe is going to pop from that. Don't think it's a good idea to pop from that when you've got that many quads. Toxin Tractor can do good splash damage as well if you pop right on top of it. ExCaL losing a load of radar vans here and actually now losing an arms dealer. Here's ExCaL going to pop. I can hear a GPS scramble. It's actually on these buggies. Getting more veterancy there. Scud has been fired this time from ExCaL. Actually going to be this one, but SiZe has got very few units. Let's watch where this Scud is going to fire. Did get 3 quads there as well. SiZe still got his palace, interestingly. Only got $226 to his name, though, but he is still pumping out units. I think both players smell blood here because they both know that both players don't have many units out. And much money as well, because SiZe, like we said, hit the oil. SiZe has the greater map control by far now, like, what, 70-30, something like that. There's another Scud from ExCaL. Wow. SiZe did move all of his stuff, though. He's got 3 quads there. And he's got a tunnel full of stuff. It's anybody's game still. SiZe has got another Scud ready to fire next. And he's got... Has he got more units, though? That's the thing. SiZe has got all of his buggies in the tunnels and then them few quads outside of it, whereas ExCal's got the opposite. ExCal's got a tunnel full of quads and, like, tier 1 units, I think, and maybe a Toxin Tractor. But then he's got his buggies all here. Here is a sneak. Ah, that's a deadly blow. That's deadly. SiZe reacting way too late there as well. Wow. Look at how close that was, man. That... is that going to go down to the Anthrax? I don't think it is. Because this Anthrax is doing very minimal damage. It's doing like 0.0001% damage. Don't quote me on that exact number, but trust me, it's doing a tiny little bit of damage. But I don't know if it's enough to make that red line go down, and there's a spanner over it as well, so... Yeah. Here comes... Okay. It's got 2 markets. Only 1 market remains for ExCaL. How do you get a GLA mirror to be on, like, this few markets at this point? Like, when do you see that? SiZe dropping down another market down at the bottom right. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So economically, he could just weather the storm and hold out here. And he is collecting from the middle as well, so... Oh, it's interesting, man. I don't know. It is interesting for sure. And why is SiZe building markets in a place where there's no cover whatsoever? Is he planning on stealth in those? Okay, sneak attack here from SiZe. ExCaL pops straight away. SiZe pops as well, though. It's going to be a big fight. He's going for the palace kill. Okay. Did lose quite a lot of units, though. 1, 2... was it 3 or 4 quads I think he lost? But he did kill the palace. Could he have just fought that? Probably not with the battle bus, actually. He probably would have lost it eventually. Could have maybe picked off a few quads and then gone back. But he chose to go for the palace. 2.5k building, and it does deny the tech, of course. Ooh, is that tunnel going to go down? Oh, man. How close are things in this game, man? He literally got away with all of his units at literally 0.1 HP. Crazy, crazy. ExCaL still has a load of radar vans. How many radar vans does SiZe have? 1. So yeah, ExCaL's going for more scans. Watch Shireen's point of view for a second. It scrambled all of his stuff. Okay, he knows there's a worker here. He's found a tunnel. Yeah, he's scanned here. He's scanning for the tunnels. That's what he's doing. But he also revealed a worker there, so he knows there's a supply here. Yeah, there you go. He's getting the bounty money for these kills. $40, $40. Scud Storm now fired from ExCaL. I wonder if we'll see the position on the map. Oh, I see. He knows this now. Because he's scanned there. He's got to be panicking a sec, though. He's thinking, if I scan down here and I found another market, I've just seen a worker run that way, and he's got all of these buggies. You've got to be thinking, hang on a minute, you could have 95 markets in places. Where's that Scud going? Here. Yeah, because you see in markets all over the place. I mean, we know he doesn't have a mental amount, but he does have more than ExCaL. ExCaL comes in with his Scud. Going to take out the arms dealer and the market. Yeah, I see these markets, man, with no cover. They were... Have they just been sold? Yeah, they've just been sold. ExCaL doesn't have much money, but he does have more Scuds, and he's just fired another one. He's now going for this market and the refinery. Kills the refinery, kills the market. What a game this is. What a game. Oh, SiZe, cancel it. Oh, man. It's 2.5k wasted. Going for the CC kill now. ExCaL wastes his buggies. But interestingly, because they're both invisible, as soon as the buggies stop firing, he just runs away and gets away. But yeah, ExCal's losing his CC, but ExCaL is actually in the main base now of SiZe with a sneak, with these 3 quads. Is SiZe going to go back and defend this? Ooh. ExCal's committed to this now because he's got no worker here. The sneak attack's gone. Another market there going down. Scud Storm here used by Big SiZe. That's going to be on the production there of ExCaL. But ExCal's probably going to move this army out of the way just in the off chance that it could land on his army. Bus has been hole moded to the tunnel though. I think it got too close to the tunnel and suicided itself. That does happen. Both CCs are going down, or have gone down. That quad there, man, is going to wreck things. Oh, man, that is painful. 3 buggies went down there. SiZe continuing the push. ExCaL clearing out SiZe's base. SiZe trying to clear as many units down as possible. What an absolute monster of a game. I knew this was going to be good, but, like, I thought it'd be like 20% as good as this. SiZe sells his Scud. That's his only Scud, but he's going to get a load of money for it. SiZe floating to 13k on the brink of death, as you would expect from SiZe. None of them the big SiZe. SiZe dropping down another supply. Does anybody have a palace? Can't see one there. SiZe did have a palace there before, but I think it went down to that first bunch of quads. That tunnel's going to go down. SiZe is slowly picking off this army. What a monstrously decent GLA game. So many decent games lately have been GLA mirrors. When do you ever see a USA mirror like this? Pretty much never. Once a year you'll see a decent USA mirror. I do wonder if SiZe is going to get scudded there, and also if SiZe just doesn't have enough buildings now. He's going to lose this market now. Should he have stealthed some of these? Or is it just a waste of $500 because the radar scan would scan it anyway? Probably could say it's a waste. Look, man. How close this game is. Those extra 2,000 whatever dollars earlier could have made all the difference. Yeah, SiZe base quite compact here. He's making a load of quads. SiZe now building a supply again in the mid. Not convinced that's too worth it. He's going to get about $700 profit. You'll be able to sell the supply, so yeah, probably closer to $800 profit when he sells the supply, as long as he doesn't make another worker. If he's making workers there, it's a loss. SiZe might lose his buggies here. Yeah, only collecting on 2 workers is the right thing to do. SiZe hanging in there. He's trying to make a full tunnel. He doesn't have a CC though. So he can't do a sneak. And ExCaL's going to have sneak, Anthrax, GPS Scrambler. He's got a bunch of quads himself there as well. This hasn't been stealth, so of course it's going to get shut down. So has that worked out to be a loss? If he doesn't... I think even if he sells that, it's probably a loss still. It's probably close to break even, but you're going to give ExCaL some XP here as well. A Vet 2 quad, I think. Oh. Yeah, he gets a Vet 2 quad, but that supply was not worth it. This is the tiny little mistakes and tiny little errors that eventually add up. SiZe got loads of quads, actually. Here's another Scud. Has ExCaL found... Ah, he's found it. He's found it. Uh-oh. Poor SiZe. It's going to take a Scud to the face, and that's... Yeah, building it a bit close like that when you know the Scuds on the map. Okay, all the buildings have survived, though. Anthrax Bomb is going to slow this quad push down. I don't know if it'll take out any quads, though. Oh, yeah, it is. That might be the deciding blow. Because ExCaL's prioritized getting a CC up, whereas SiZe prioritized getting 2 arms dealers. This is like the grand finals of some tournament, isn't it? This is exactly what it's like. It's gone 7-7. It's the grand finals. There's 5 grand on the line. Next game wins. It's the decider. A 7-7 scoreline. Next game wins. That's basically what this game is like. And SiZe loses all of his quads here. ExCaL going to come out on top. That's probably the Vet 2 quad that we talked about before that he got from that supply, or probably one of them at least anyway. SiZe has been defeated. What a mammoth game, man. 33 minutes. What a absolute beast. GLA versus Stealth. Farmlands the Fallen. 202 units lost for ExCaL. 232 for SiZe. I think super late game Stealth is better because you got those stealth tunnels. I don't know if your GPS Scrambler is quicker and your sneak attack is on less cooldown, stuff like that. But I think early game, when the GLA has Scorpions, I think that's kind of hard to hold if the enemy doesn't have enough tunnels, didn't tech to Palace fast enough, and you push a load of Scorpions. I think that's when GLA is strong. But yeah, I think super late on, then the stealth is better because the stealth tunnels, they're really hard to push into. Like you saw loads of times, ExCaL nearly lost a bunch of units, or actually did it early on. Actually, he lost his first big quad push to a sneaky stealth tunnel. So yeah, them stealth tunnels are very, very powerful. But yeah, what could SiZe do there to make sure he got the win? I think at least one part of it, I'm not saying it would completely flip the game, but one part of it would be expand into that middle supply that he got sooner. But apart from that, there was very few mistakes there. It was a very, very high level game all around. But yeah, what a beast. So yeah, let me know what you thought in the comments. GG, all play to both players, and see you in the next one.